Hey guys, how you doing? So I've got a really cool light here that you need to see. This is by Olight. This is the ArkPro Ultra. Uh, it's got a spotlight, a floodlight, a UV light, and a laser light. The floodlight illuminates 1700 lumens. It's got 3 power levels. The spotlight is up to 800 lumen, also 3 power levels, has about a 205-meter throw. The UV light is 365 nanometers in wavelength and 1200 milliwatts, has 2 power levels. Now, the 365 nanometers, that's what Boeing calls out for in their NDT manual for doing dye pen inspections. So that's like the optimal wavelength for fluorescing dye pen. And if you don't know that there's dye that is in AC systems on cars and cooling systems. I believe you can even get it for oil leaks for cars and all kinds of other things. And not to mention, there's things that you can't see with regular white light that fluoresces with UV light. One of those is an insect called a scorpion. They will fluoresce with UV light. But anyway, it does have a strobe. Did I mention the laser has a 5 milliwatt laser? It's a class 3R, has 2 power levels, a high and a low. It's made from Olight's exclusive OAL aluminum, is what they call it, and they claim it's 1.73 times as hard as 6061. On low, it'll last 14 days on what they call moonlight mode. Has a dual clip, so you can clip this, front or back. Clip it on a bill of a hat if you need to. It does have a magnetic clip, charging clip for the tail cap, but it also has this little door here that opens, and you've got a USB-C charge port. Now this is an aluminum door that is not plastic, so that was good to see. The end here is magnetic. That's how this attaches, but you can also attach this on any ferrous metal. So, anything that a magnet will attach to, you can attach this to a magnet. And it's relatively strong. It is strong enough to hold it upright. The battery capacity is 2000 milliamp. The length is 4.8 inches. And the width is 1.06 inches. Fits in your pocket, whether it's your front pocket or your back pocket, very comfortably. I mean, you don't even know it's there. That's one nice thing about this style flashlight. It weighs about 4.2 ounces. It is IPX waterproof, and it does have a lifetime warranty. I don't know if all Olights have lifetime warranties, but a lot of them do. I've got about 4 Olight brand flashlights, and I like every one of them. They're a solid flashlight. But anyway, just to show you this thing in action, let's take this piece of paper. I do kind of want to show you the charge and the power meter on this. So whenever you first turn it on, the green lights on the side is the charge level. This is fully charged, as you saw all 4 little bars go up, which is that right there. And that will flash whenever it's charging. When you turn it on, the white LED down here is the brightness. So you can see that's on low. If I push and hold, let me kind of get my finger out of the way. You can see how the white indicator ramps up. Now that's on power level 3. If you push and hold, or not push and hold, if you double click real quick, it goes to all 4, and that is turbo. So let me turn it off. We'll turn it back on. That's high. You push and hold, and it'll cycle low, medium, high, low, medium, high. Double click, and that's turbo. And just to show you the difference between the flood and the spot, I'm going to turn it on. Goes back to high, because that was whenever I turned it off, it was on turbo. Whenever you turn it back on from turbo, it goes to high. You have to double click anytime you want to go to turbo. Now I'm going to take this little rotary switch here, and I'm just going to switch it to spotlight. Spotlight is also going to be on high. So just to show you the difference, there's the spotlight, there's flood. Spotlight, flood. And again, if I push and hold, low, medium, high, double click, Well, and there's turbo. The UV, we'll get to that here in just a second. I'm going to show you the laser. The side button is the laser. If you push and hold, it's momentary. So I'm going to push, hold, let off, it goes off. If I push it quick and let off, it'll stay on. You don't have to hold it. That I believe is high. If it's on and you push and hold, it cycles from low to high. So that's pretty cool. As far as the UV, got a little black plastic box here that I've written on the side of it my YouTube channel name. I'm going to turn the UV light on, and I'm going to hit the side of it, and you can see how it just illuminates and fluoresces that dye. If I push and hold, it'll go to bright. Push and hold, there's low. Now I'm going to just go to white light to show you the difference between UV and white. Let me go ahead and turn it down. So you can kind of see right there the green dye. Now let's go over to UV, and it just fluoresces it like nobody's business. So you can see how that'd be real handy to look for leaks, under the hood of a car if you're trying to find an AC leak or a coolant leak or whatever you've got dye in. But anyway, whenever it gets dark, we're going to go out and we're going to see how this thing does at night, and I'll compare it to another light, and we'll see how the flood and the spot works at night. But overall, so far, this is appearing to be a very nice flashlight, especially if you wanted an EDC or an everyday carry. This would be a real nice option because of how flat this style of light is. And I think I said that it's IPX7 waterproof, so if it gets a little bit wet, you're not going to have to worry about it. Anyway, until tonight, we'll see you then. And I also want to show you the strobe. If you push it 3 times quick, it has a 13 hertz strobe, or a 13 flashes per second strobe. Probably not going to come through perfectly because of the shutter speed of the camera, but it does have a strobe. It also has a lockout feature. If you push and hold, you'll see a little symbol right here. And whenever you try to turn it on, it will not come on. The little symbol, the little LED there, shows a lock, and that you know that it's in lockout mode. Nothing will work on it. If you push and hold again, that symbol goes away and it'll come on low, and you're back to being able to use the light. So pretty nice user interface whenever it comes to being able to actuate everything. So we're out in my backyard. This is typically where I do my flashlight test, and we're going to take the Olight ArkPro Ultra. I want to turn it on low on flood to start, and then we'll go to spot. We'll check out the laser and go from there. So here's low. Hopefully that's coming through right there. You could easily walk and see where you're going with it on low. I'm going to cycle to the next setting. Cycle to the next. That's high. Now I'm going to hit turbo. Now the camera is going to auto adjust, so keep that in mind. It's actually brighter in real life than what you're going to see on the camera. Now that's flood. Now we're going to go to spot. That is high. Go ahead and go to low on spot. Go to second power and what they call high, and then back to turbo. Then off. Now the laser. That's back on the fence. Probably not going to be able to see it, but I can see it over there on the house that's 2 houses away. And like I say, I know you're probably not going to be able to see it. You should be able to see it there in the trees. That is on high, by the way. And you can also turn the light on, the white light on, and still have the laser, as you can see there. Let me go to low. So that's a good feature. And then of course you've got UV, which let me turn the laser off. There is no anything to fluoresce out here in the backyard with UV, but you can see that the UV light is on anyway. Real nice light. I really dig the way the power and charge setting works. I think it's a very well designed light. Anyway, if you're looking for a flashlight and this one catches your eye, take a look at it, pull the specs up. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Anyway, you guys take care. We'll see you in the next one.